heck?
Yo, bro.
Oh,
I don't think he was muted. I don't think he...
No, I definitely wasn't. But like the thing is, like I need to get another computer because already the MacBook Air is already taking off like a plane. It's like you're on JetBlue right now.
Already?
Down. It's already going off. It's like overload right now, and also everything's lagging. So I pressed it, it wasn't clicked on, and then all of a sudden it clicked on, and then actually I pressed it again, it turned off, and then I pressed it on. It's a big thing. But
he said the heck, and then yeah, that is so funny to me. Oh my gosh, what's good, y'all? What's good? What's good with y'all, boys?
Welcome back to episode 436 of D&E Takeover. We are back, and we have a lot of topics to talk about because we missed Monday's episode. But now we are back on this lovely Wednesday evening talking about more sports. And today's topics, to give you a rundown what we're going to be talking about today, we got to get into all the games that happened on this weekend that we got to get into. A lot of series got closed out. Yeah, in the NBA, we got to talk about the teams that advanced, the teams that got their brooms out and started sweeping. And also, we got to talk about the series right now, which looks pretty damn even between both of these competitions and both of these teams. So we'll get into that as we keep on moving. Right now, you have the Pistons and the Cavs playing right now. We'll keep you updated as we go on. Also, we're going to get into a little bit of footy action that we missed over the weekend, and also get into our Prem predictions that we also missed because apparently I didn't know Man City played. So,
well, it wasn't the same. It wasn't a part of the same week, I believe. I think it was the makeup game that they had.
Well, then there you go. But
so we was never gonna catch that. It's fine.
Okay. Well, then never mind. That makes you feel a little bit better. But also, not only mention that's pretty much the big deals that we got to get into today, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lot of NBA talk and a lot of hypeness going around. But shout out to Jalen. Jalen's in the building. So they got the Spirit Air of MacBook. Yeah, facts.
That one would be discontinued if anything.
Yeah, it might be soon. Also, he said, who cooked the 76ers? Who's more cooked, the 76ers or David? Honestly, Jalen, I might just say the 76ers because we are still up and running with this bad computer. So I will say the 76ers.
I don't think he means you, David. I think he means the artist. There's an artist named David that spells it like that, I believe. That I'm just not gonna disclose what he's going through right now.
I heard. Yeah, I already know what he's doing. So it's really...
So I'm pretty sure he spells it that way. But
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's the case. Guys, we all know who's more cooked. We all know who's way more cooked.
Yeah, if you're referencing me, then I feel refreshed right now because we just finished finals and everything's.
Everything's off your. Nothing's on you anymore. You're good.
Decompressed right now for like 5 days. And I gotta go back.
Do you have the J comment on your thing as well? The J Bradbury comment or no?
I do not have the J comment. Is there a J comment?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up right here.
Yeah, my freaking thing is tweaking out. Yeah. My camera wants to twerk out today. You really want to twerk before the whole episode? Jeez.
I can't throw it back. All right. Hold on. He said, "Hello, gentlemen. We all seen the movie Like Mike, where a current NBA player took some Jordans off the powering during a thunderstorm and has turned it into a star. I say SGA. What current NBA player took some of the Jordans off the powering and turned it into a okay. I don't know what you mean by took Jordans off the. I don't know what you mean by this question. I'm kind of confused. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe when David comes back and his camera's not trying to eat him.
My camera likes boys today. I'm sorry.
Yo!
It's freaking. Sorry, it's already pissing me off. This is how it is.
He said like camera likes.
That's okay if people like that. It's okay.
Yeah. Oh, really?
It depends. No, hold up. No, actually, you know what? Let's just move on. I didn't mean it like that.
Yo, Jack, click that right now.
I
Click what you
meant
just said right now. I need that.
people that are. I just gotta be quiet. You know, I gotta learn how to just shut up sometimes. People that are above age, shouldn't say legal age. There you go. Anyway, Jay, I wish I said hello, gentlemen. We all seen Little Mike, but what current NBA player took some Jordans off the
That's why I'm
power line?
confused.
Power line.
Oh,
During
power
a
line.
thunderstorm. I mean, I really wish I could understand that comment, Jay. I really do, but I really don't.
Oh no, I'm really trying to understand. No, I think he's just trying to say what star can kind of like replicate that. I think that's what he's trying to ask.
Well, if that's the case,
and he's saying SGA. Dave, what do you think about that?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I still don't understand the comment, so I don't even want to say anything. It's
no. Truth be told, David, you've seen Like Mike, right? Or no?
I haven't. That's why I don't understand it.
Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping that you did. I have not. I know the movie, but I have not. I that's a movie that I should have watched already. It's not that you guys are older than us or anything like that. It's just more or less like I just haven't watched it. No. But either way, that's unfortunate. Now I feel bad because now they're in the they're in the comments. Mark and Jay in the comments like, damn, are we that old? No, we should have been watched that movie. We just haven't.
Yeah, and I'll really be honest with you.
That's a famous movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not gonna be watched in probably another 2 more years. So,
David, it's like you watching another 2 more years. You're not watching the movie.
You know how it is with me trying to get movies. We physically gotta be hanging out, and you just miraculously be on the TV, and we just sit down and actually just watch it. That's the only way it would actually work.
Oh my gosh, man, crazy.
I'm not a movie guy. I'm sorry. Marcus, shout out to Marcus. Appreciate popping out. He said, he allegedly, killed her to not disclose what he was doing. Yeah, we know the story. It's not fun.
Yeah, I'm not.
No comment.
Yeah.
Jay said power line. Marcus says, "Man, we old." I don't think they've seen Little Like Mike. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. So yeah, I'm thinking that now too. He said he took magical shoes owned by Jordan off of a power line that were owned by Jordan. And he said, shout out to Quentin. Appreciate popping out.
What's up, Quentin?
Thank you. He said he is saying who has superpowers in the NBA. Well, if we have to say who the superpowers are, it's honestly all the gamblers.
Who has Michael Jordan? In other words, what he's saying is who has those shoes on right now? And if that's the case, there is only one answer, in my opinion. There is actually only one answer.
Who is it?
It goes by the name of Victor Wet Bananas. What that man is doing right now. Marcus said so the refs.
Exactly. That's a good one. Yep, Marcus, you know.
Dude, what Victor Wembanyama's doing right now in that other series, other than game 4, what's it called? He is doing insane things that you get to a point in someone's career where you just don't know how to respond. There's no response to them. If they get going, you can't stop them. And Wemby's doing that right now in the playoffs. The Timberwolves don't know how to handle him. They literally don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's actually like you mentioned that game, game 4. It was weird watching Victor Wembanyama have no idea that he just got ejected. He had to ask Harrison Barnes what that meant. And it's like that's where you already know, like he's an innocent kid. He's never experienced being in trouble before.
He said, "Do I have to leave?" Like,
am I done for the day? Am I cooked?
He said, "Flagrant 2? What?"
Like, nah. But
do you speaking on that really quick question? I'll say this. Do you agree with the idea of him should have been suspended for game 5? Because that was circulating a lot around social media about Wemby. Like a lot of people thought he shouldn't have played in game 5 because of the elbow and how bad it was. What do you think?
I think the NBA got it right, and that's really hard for me to say that based off what the NBA has been doing recently. But
hard to say, yeah.
Yeah, but I think the NBA got it right with that decision. I think if you rewatch the elbow, it was malicious. Like he visibly looked at Nas Reed and been like, "Yo, get the hell off of me!" Like just try to elbow him right in the chin. But if you saw leading up to the rebound, or once he got the ball in his hands, he was getting whacked. Like he was getting frustrated. Doesn't I'm not justifying the elbow at all. It's still unnecessary. You should not be doing that. And the ejection was correct. But it's like the refs didn't call him getting hacked and whacked on the freaking arm for that rebound. But so I don't think you should. I think the NBA did the right decision not suspending him because of the fact that you got to look at the person, right? The reason why Draymond Green gets so many suspensions from the leagues and technical fouls is because of his reputation throughout the whole years, right? It's not just because he did one thing. Even if we think whether or not that's a good or a bad ejection, we know that that's Draymond Green. We know how he is in the court, right? So he's more susceptible to get suspended and more ejections. But if you look at Victor Wembanyama, it's his first one. I say you leave it. It's like his first ejection of his whole career. So it's like it's nothing to me. Is nothing to it. It was just something, a moment in that game that really didn't cause an injury to anybody. So we just moved past and I think they made the right decision. Just say that.
I think it definitely was bad. Like I think it definitely was really bad when you look at it. But I'm also of the opinion, like I don't understand why people were calling for him to be suspended for another game. I don't think I've ever seen that actually. Like someone doing something and people like calling before it even got talked about. People was like, he should be suspended for the next game too. Like that was horrible, you know. And then on top of it, respectfully, like it did happen. It happened. Like you said, it was the first time. I don't want to change the narrative because like you said with the Draymond, like Draymond has a reputation, so yada yada. Whoop, you want to end it, but like Wemby doesn't play like that. Wemby's not a dirty player. I think he got caught up. What I think happened, my opinion, is I think he got caught up in the moment because the Timberwolves are a very aggressive team, very aggressive defensively. And when you are a player that cannot be stopped, you have to do something else to get him off his game. And they did that. And he elbowed Nas Reed in the freaking face. So he got ejected from the game. That makes sense, you know? So, but then in game 5, you saw exactly why. Like they don't have an answer for him. You had Anthony Edwards in the press conference literally saying, I think I have the clip of it actually. You have Anthony Edwards in a press conference, literally, what the heck? Elite refs, what the heck? Sorry, I'm seeing so many different posts as I open up Instagram. But let me pull up this clip really quick. Anthony Edwards literally said, where is it? Hold on. Let me find it. Because I know I sent it. Hold on. Here it is. I'm going to play it.
A couple games now in a row with slow starts to the game. You guys have kind of been digging out of a hole at the start. What do you think has been going on just at the start?
I mean, tonight, some of the stuff that Wemby was doing, you don't really have too much of an answer for it. Just kind of hope he misses. But he came out high. He made a bunch of shots.
I'm gonna stop it right there because probably copyright or whatever it is. But my point is, like, you get to a certain point where there's nothing you can do. The only thing that you can do is try to rough him up, and like you said, hope he misses. So I don't know. I don't think he should have been suspended for.
Like you said, like you can't really stop Victor because when he shoots, he's like at 9 feet in the air when his arm is released. So it's really hard to jump that high. You gotta be jumping for a dunk every single time you're trying to block him. But like the funny thing is, like going back on the Victor, getting suspended thing, I feel like all that was just Minnesota. Minnesota Timberwolves fans. I feel like realistically, everyone else watching was like, let Victor play. It was just a one-time thing, but most of those were just Minnesota Timberwolves fans because of the fact that what he can do in games like this, in Game 5. And not to mention, they wanted him out because you know how crucial Game 5 is. We all know how crucial Game 5s are. To go up 3-2 and only win one more instead of having to win 2 it's a tough task for a team. But going back on, we'll just talk about the series as a whole right now. But because we saw them play yesterday, where the San Antonio Spurs took the 3-2 lead at home, and they won 126-97. And it's kind of been the story for them pretty much all postseason in a sense, where they have been so dominant at home, where I want to actually pull up this stat because I want to see if this is actually some type of truth with it. But while I do that, yeah. All the wins that Spurs had at home were dominant wins, except for one where they lost. They've won all their games at home except for the second game against the Trailblazers. That was the only game they lost. But majority, like out of the 5 games they played, 6 games.
They lost game 1 to the Timberwolves in San Antonio.
Yeah, you're right. So they lost 2 games. They lost 2 games at home against San Antonio. But regardless, all the wins that they have are pretty dominant. Like they're not winning by 1 or 2 points. They're winning by 7+, 10+, double digits, as we've seen specifically in this series where they won both 2 games by I think 20 or more points. So we know the thrashing that this team can put on when they're all clicking. And I feel like we're seeing a masterclass of what this team has put together. And I do want to give some credit out to their head coach because of the fact, I want to get his name, Mitch Johnson. Shout out to him because putting together a roster like this, and I know you have the unicorn, the anomaly, and Victor Wembanyama helps out your franchise tremendously. He's a star. But like to construct all these other guys around him and have a situation where you're looking at a team that is considered a rookie team with a rookie superstar the first time in the playoffs. That's why I call him a rookie. And for them to be this dominant against teams that have been there before, specifically the Minnesota Timberwolves, is definitely a lot of praise for this team because usually you'll see teams that don't have the experience lose to a team that has experience. And we haven't really been seeing this within the Spurs team. We've seen a couple of lackluster games, but for the most part, they've been keeping their focus, and it looks like they're going to go in advance to the Western Conference Finals versus OKC.
Yeah, I look at, what we're seeing from Wemby right now is a playoff run. If he's to get to the finals, is one that we're gonna remember. Because one, this is his first one. It's his playoff debut. 2, he's scorching right now. It's what you're seeing Wemby do. Because I truly believe if Wemby was not playing, or let me say this: if Wemby wasn't giving the offensive output that he's giving, this series would be so much closer. And I would go as far as saying that the Timberwolves have a real chance to win it, right? And I don't want to be disrespectful to Timberwolves because they're a really good basketball team. But as long as Wemby does this, dude, it's impossible. They can't do anything because the team around him is also good enough to knock down wide open threes, to create open shots for themselves, to play good defense. Like it's a very good, well-rounded team. And the difference between all of it is the fact that they have a 7'6" demigod running around the freaking court, shooting threes, crossing up anyone that you see, backing down anyone that you see. He can do everything. And then on top of it, you get to deal with him. The same amount of output he's putting on offense, he's going back on defense and doing it on 10 times over. You could argue he's even a better defender than he is an offensive player. Well, he is actually, really, when you really look at it. So it's just wild. You really just cannot do anything. You have to try to find a way. And it's also kudos to Wemby because that takes life out of teams. When they look at you and they look across and they're like, yo, I cannot stop you. I don't know what to do. You're impossible to guard. How do we win? It just takes life out of teams. A really quick shout out to one quick player I want to say. Dylan Harper, as a rookie, what he's doing right now is absurd. And it's gonna get slightly undermined because of how good Wemby is. But Dylan Harper is playing such a big role for this team, coming off the bench and giving them such good minutes as a rookie in the playoffs. This is insane. It's unheard of to think that this guy, Dylan Harper, was the second overall pick, correct?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. To think that they got Wemby and they also have Dylan Harper. Yo, I was watching something today about, the players who could possibly be moving on to different teams and everything like that. One thing, let me sorry, my computer is lagging with text messages. But one thing, and I don't know if you're really like this, David, because I know he's your guy. But I'm not saying he's not a really good player. But apparently I believe De'Aaron Fox is getting paid next year like to 40 to 50 million. And if the Spurs, I wouldn't until I needed to, but if the Spurs really wanted to, they're in a position right now, if everyone keeps on the trajectory that they're on, all the players on this team, dude, they could end up trading De'Aaron Fox for a package that could end up being so beneficial for them. Like they don't need him. He's a pivotal piece right now, but 2-3 years from now, what's to say that Dylan Harper won't be able to do what De'Aaron Fox is doing? What's to say that Stephon Castle doesn't turn into something as well, to whereas De'Aaron Fox, he can do exactly what De'Aaron Fox does. Because for me, in these playoffs so far, De'Aaron Fox, I don't know who is if De'Aaron Fox is the second best player on this team, it's not by a lot. Like, it's not by a massive gap right now. I'm not saying in the sense of, like, career and what they've done. Obviously, if we look at the roster, like, De'Aaron Fox is the number 2, you know? But as of right now, like, what we're watching, it's Wemby, obviously, and then I guess you could say De'Aaron Fox, but you can throw Devin Vassell in there. You can throw Dylan Harper for what he's been doing for the team. It's kind of like a toss-up at some times. I'd still give it to De'Aaron, but the whole point of me saying that, the fact that it's even close to being a toss-up lets me know if everything goes the way it's supposed to go, 2-3 years time, if it's close, why do we need someone getting paid $50 million on the books? Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends. This is subjective because it all depends on if they are making title appearances. At that point, I really won't look at it and be like, I want to get this guy off my team, because if we're constantly making it to the NBA chip every single year, then it's a different story. But I understand your point, because it's going to get to a point as well where it's like you might be looking at, this is definitely a drag, but I'm saying in terms of having 3 talented guys and one guy coming off the bench, and we look at OKC back in the day with James Harden coming off the bench, he wanted to leave and go to a team that he can get paid and be the number 1 guy for, and that was Houston. Like, we're looking at a similar situation. I'm not saying this is actually going to be like that, because obviously they're different players, but if they get to the trajectory where they can all flourish and grow, you might be looking at a situation where De'Aaron Fox might have to leave, because at that point they already have Stephon Castle that needs to grow, and also they need Dylan Harper to grow as well. So it's like, at that point, you don't need 3 guards when all 3 of them want starting minutes. It's like, it's hard to balance that out.
That's where I was kind of getting at, not in the sense of just getting rid of him just to get rid of him. It was just contractually, someone's going to end up having to get paid, so someone's going to get gutted, because all these players are too good not to go get their money. So that's what I mean, if that's the case. And who do you and so but interesting to look at. That's all I want to bring up.
It's just enjoy it, I guess. Enjoy it now, because you still have a couple years of the contract before you really can start. That really needs to be talked about, because at least 3 more years of De'Aaron Fox before something crazy happens or a big shift. Let's get into these comments, because a lot of people are popping out in these comments. We appreciate y'all right now. Marcus said, better elbows thrown than John Jones. Honestly, that's where you learned it from. And with how skinny Vic is, we can call him Bones. Yes, we can call him Victor. We can call Victor Bones. That's facts. No John Bones Jones. It's Victor Bones now.
It's Victor Bones.
Marcus says, innocent kid until you get caught in an IG model's DM trying to fly her out to San Antonio. Who?
What do you say? You think until it happens. Wait till it happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Listen, it's still too early. Adam Silver. Oh, gosh. What are you doing here? Appreciate it, Papa. Now he said, we at the NBA said if anyone other than Victor Wembanyama, he would have been suspended. Fair enough. At least
why would you say that? Why would you come on stream and say that out loud? That wasn't information. I hate that. Like, he just came out just to share information for no reason, and now he made it look bad. Adam, come on.
You know what I appreciate though? It's like, you know how, like, if you watch Pat McAfee show where he has like Aaron Rodgers go out and give breaking news, where he has like all these friends of his that give out breaking news live on his show. I'm so happy that Adam Silver breaks the news live on our show before going to ESPN and Shams and the media. Like, I really do appreciate that about him. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh, Adam Silver uses our show to break news.
This could be
D&E Takeover.
This could be the real Adam Silver, because if we know anything about Kevin Durant, there's definitely a possibility of having a burner account and just start saying the most absurd stuff.
Yeah, Adam Silver. I don't think Adam Silver has a burner account.
You'll be surprised, Eric. We don't know.
I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw someone come up in here one day just defending the mess out of Kevin Durant. I'd be like, there's a good chance this is the real Kevin Durant.
I will say, you know what's funny though? It's popped in my head right now, but you know what Adam Silver reminds me of?
Who?
You know, you ever watch South Park? Do you know the teacher from South Park? The bald dude with the glasses?
I don't know, but I've seen South Park before. I just don't know the characters like that.
I want to pull it up. Can you read this next comment while I pull this up? Because this is important information.
Marcus said Anthony Edwards' talent on the court is like his talent in the bedroom. Too raw. Oh my
Hey, this guy, the principal. That's Adam Silver. That's Adam Silver, chat.
Yeah.
South Park did him dirty. Mr. Mackey, that's the name.
What is South Park even about, bro? Some of these
Bro, South Park is about making fun of everything.
Certain shows you have to have so much respect for because they just transcend or they just eliminate the idea of like cancel culture or anything. Like shows like South Park and Family Guy can literally say whatever they want. And no one is ever going to sit there and be like, this is wrong. Like, it's just, they've created I don't know what they've done, but they've created something to whereas it can't be touched. It literally cannot be touched. And it's like, it's so dope. Like, there's nothing like that.
That's the one thing that's one thing I tell people is like, if you say that America doesn't have any freedom of speech, I tell them, look at South Park, look at Family Guy and tell me that we don't have freedom of speech. They say whatever the hell they want and they don't get in trouble. And I love it.
They literally don't. They can't. Why Donovan Mitchell get? Oh, he just rolled his ankle. He's fine.
All right,
You're
tell him to get up there. Tell him to get up.
No, you rolled his ankle on the cameraman. But the thing is,
Eric, was it a lateral ankle sprain?
You think I know what that means?
ATFL? Is ATFL got hurt? Oh no.
Yo, don't ever curse at me like that ever again. Yo, I don't know what you're saying, but it's not. No.
What do you call it? Marcus says you ain't reacting to WWE. You good? I don't know what that was in reference to.
I think it's reference to the copyright because I think WWE copyrights everything.
Jay said, should the Knicks invite? Oh, is this Danhausen, right? Out.
That's WWE.
Yeah, I seen him. He said they've been 15-2 since he uncursed the team. Listen, whatever he did, I don't want to get involved with it, but I'm happy that he finally got out of
it. David said, "Stay the hell away from me." But yeah, sure. I would say, if anything, next series, whoever the Knicks are versing, send Danhausen to the away games. Pay him to go to the away games, and then let him go into the arena and do his little magic.
I agree with you on that. Marcus says, "Damn, Jay, you older than Mitch Johnson." Damn, Marcus, why are you violating? He said, "Yes, I am," and now I'm depressed for you pointing that out. So thanks. Damn.
Oh my gosh.
Marcus says, 12th man on the bench, have him chop block Victor Wembanyama, boom, you win. That's what I've been trying to say to people, but they don't want to follow that.
That's just dirty.
It is dirty. No one's not saying it's not, but you know, in hockey, they have the enforcer. Like, we need someone like that. If you have,
you can have an enforcer, but the enforcer is just a hard foul.
Yeah, but there's no such thing like that in the NBA anymore.
Like you could have. I mean, Isaiah Stewart exists. He's playing right now.
Like, he gets ejected.
He's an enforcer. He's a strong body. You need a strong body guy that's gonna like play rough basketball. It's not that he's playing dirty basketball. He's just roughhousing you. Yeah. But chop block. Hold on. What are we doing?
Listen, we're bringing some football elements into this. And honestly, I volunteer. I'll sign a $1 million contract for one game, and then I'll do what you need to do. And honestly, I have the aerodynamics and the height difference where I can just like easily just go down there and be an accident.
Pause.
No pause.
What? Wait.
Marcus says he plays like his dad when his dad was on the Cavs. It's crazy. Yeah, it must be so interesting to be in a family where they're all athletes. And you'd be like, Dad, how do I become an NBA? You'd be like, son, just follow exactly what I did. I'll teach you. And then boom, we're in.
No, bro. Sorry, I got a text. I wasn't paying attention really quick. But
I will say Dylan Harper, he's balling out of. I mean, do we even have any rookies that are in the playoffs right now?
I mean, there's got to be a rookie on each team, like just in general.
That's playing consistently.
Oh, that's playing consistently. No, it was BJ. BJ was there.
Yeah, there's no one else currently though, off the top of my head.
I don't think so.
So there's your rookie of the year, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, no, it's just Cooper Flag.
There's your rookie of the year, ladies and gentlemen.
Put Cooper Flag on the Spurs and watch what happens. Like
that'd be too unfair. We were one pick away from seeing that happen.
That is so true. Which honestly, thank God, because that would have been disgusting. That would have been not fair.
Yeah. Jay said, "Okay, gents, I'm off for my walk. We'll be listening." Well, appreciate you, Jay. You get those steps in. Quentin
sir.
said, where would you want to see Ja if not in Memphis? Good question, Quentin. No, I don't want to say. Let me be
know.
nice. Let me be nice. Okay.
I don't know because you need. What are we? What do you want? You're asking me where do I want to see Ja play
I guess
basketball?
is more personal, like a subjective, personal question, than more than actual logic behind it.
If I'm not looking at any of the teams, the first thing that came to my mind was Miami.
Yeah.
I don't know how that
Yeah.
happens though. You just asked me where I want to see him. Maybe Miami if Giannis doesn't get traded. Maybe Milwaukee, but I don't like the way that looks for them because like floor spacing wise, it wouldn't be the best. I would say maybe
Adam Silver said Europe. Adam.
you can't get rid of him, buddy. Miami might not be a terrible fit for John the way he plays. Anywhere else, I'm like, this is just fantasy wise too. I mean, where else would he go?
I mean, I like the Miami one a lot. I do like that one a lot. I feel like that would fit his whole vibe.
Yeah, like you'd have fun in Miami.
Yeah, it's almost
Yeah, you'd have a good time in Miami.
Kind of like Harden when he was in Houston.
Yeah, he already loves Houston.
Anyone else? I don't really know. I think that's the only spot for me is be Miami.
Yeah,
that's it. Adam Silver said, "Shh, I DM'd e-girls on his burner. Yo, Adam Silver, you need to be stopped, bro. This is not healthy. You need to go stop gambling in your NBA." Quentin said, same question with Giannis. Well, as a biased Knicks fan, I'm gonna say New York. But
even if they win a championship this year,
the way that let me finish. I was about to say, but the way we've been playing this year, it's kind of like let's keep them back in Milwaukee. Let's keep our team. But I mean, as a Brooklyn Nets fan, I like to see him in Brooklyn.
Yeah, in our freaking dreams, buddy. Only when you're sleeping, you'll see Giannis, bro. There's no way. Oh my gosh.
You know, it'd be fun. It'd be interesting. I don't know if this would actually work realistically because I want to see this team develop. But in terms of the developing aspect, him in like Charlotte, get that big man that they need with LaMelo and Concanoople, that would be definitely an interesting pair to do. Also, him on. Oof.
We would have to trade like Brandon Miller and Miles Bridges.
It's unrealistic.
Bridges. Yeah, they would have to unload the crib, but they could do it and still be very good in the future. That's not a bad shout. That's not a bad shout. But Giannis like going to a small market like Charlotte.
I like to shout. I mean, this is definitely a stretch, but even if you go Dallas, that'd be a fun little thing that you can see connecting. But I don't know who you would trade in that situation. But just based off of what I would like to see, those things would look nice.
It's hard because I think a combo of I like what you said with the Charlotte one. Charlotte, I actually never thought about Charlotte. That'd be kind of crazy. I don't want to see him in Toronto or Cleveland because I think that would just be like weird. But at the same time, maybe you could do something with them. But I want to see Giannis put in a position where he can really, really challenge. Like there's a 1 and a 2. Giannis won a championship, and no disrespect, obviously, but oh snap, a little scuffle between Isaiah Stewart and another player.
Hey, that's the guy you've been talking about.
I told you. Ooh, Tobias getting his face. Who's this? Tyson? Oh, Tobias. Oh, Tobias and Tyson getting. Oh, snap.
You know,
that's what right there. Yes, sir. Come on, Tobias. So what's good?
Tobias got to back off real quick, Eric. You got to back off.
Why?
Because I have him in a fantasy parlay, and if he gets ejected, I swear to God, I'm going to be throwing hands with him.
Yeah, Tobias. Yeah, Tobias. Get active. Show what we do around here, man. We shoot with chug jugs on our back. That's what we going on.
Chug jugs and goggles.
And flying goggles. But you know, I doubt there's talks about, you know, if Boston don't want Jaylen Brown anymore, that'd be crazy. I'm just feeding into like the little social media rumors, but Boston would be crazy. I think I wouldn't mind that basketball wise. I'm not a Boston fan, but basketball wise, that'd be cool. Maybe Philly.
How about this one? Ready? You're probably not gonna like this, and I'm definitely not gonna like this. But what about the Indiana Pacers? They took an off year. Him, Tyrese Halliburton, with you have Pascal Siakam running the 4, but I don't know how that would work.
You know what it is? I don't want Giannis in a situation where it's like we don't know what's happening. It's got to be. I want Giannis to be in a situation where it's like go compete, because that's best. That's what's best for basketball. Go compete. But I'm gonna also say now these are the other ones I wanted to mention that I think would just be crazy if he did it. But Giannis in Minnesota. Him and a duo of him and Ant, if they surround him with the right players, that would be dirty. That would be so dirty. And then the one I've always mentioned, the big one. I wouldn't right now the way they're playing, I wouldn't do it. But Giannis to San Antonio is so doable. So doable. And the thing is, San Antonio, I truly believe San Antonio could actually give up maybe 1 or 2 players and a bunch of picks, and they'll be fine. The thing is, though, you rushed the timeline. You really jumped the gun. That this playoffs is probably going to tell us whether if San Antonio make it to the final, I wouldn't be surprised if they just gun for Giannis, or maybe they just run it back. I
think they run it back. I think they should run it back.
It'd be smarter to run it back and wait till like the trade deadline and see if you really want to make a difference or not. If you want to change anything, dude, Giannis Wemby back. Oh my gosh, you're never scoring. Like you're never scoring the basketball. That's insane. That's 2 DPOIs, 2 on the same team.
That's just unfair. I also want to pick another team I think is also very interesting that could somewhat like slide under the radar, but I don't want to see this at all because he would look disgusting in this jersey with the 76ers. It all depends on that Embiid situation, but him at the 4, what?
I said them.
You said Philadelphia?
Yeah, I said Philly. Yeah, I did.
Nice. Never mind.
But you could go into depth. I didn't go into depth.
No, with him, Tyrese Maxey, VJ, and then you would have at that point. I don't even know if Paul George would be on that team. But if you have Giannis at the 4 running that I would get rid of Embiid at that point. But I think that would be an improvement of a team because you develop Tyrese Maxey, VJ would take another step, and you would have Giannis.
That would be crazy, but I do believe in order for that trade to work, VJ is gonna have to be in it.
Yeah,
I don't think Milwaukee's going for no Joel Embiid unless they want to get fleeced and they want Joel Embiid. That'd be insane. Giannis for Embiid in big 2026, possibly 2027. Nah, man, what are we doing? That wouldn't be it at all.
I like the Hornets. I think the Hornets can be one of those teams that can give a good package and somewhat.
They could definitely figure it out. They can give a package and keep on.
Yeah, Adam Silver said that's a challenge, pal. Adam, just do your job, bro. So nah, I gotta take the brothers as well, and no team wants 2 bum brothers for a star. Look at the balls.
The brothers come with Giannis wherever you go. It's simple.
Quentin said, "Okay, where do you actually think Giannis will end up?" Jail.
Brother, it's got to take. Nah, all jokes aside, I don't know because it all matters on his play style, right? And the last season, Ja didn't have a good year. So it's like, it all depends on also what Memphis can get in return. That's why I said Miami, because Miami's like the one organization where like you don't really know what's going on in Miami, but they're like okay at basketball. They're not bad enough to whereas they're like screaming in the stands, like, oh, we suck. But they're not good enough to the point where you can say, oh, we're a playoff team. Like they're just mid. They're literally just there. So it's like that's only why I can see why a player like John Morant can just go to Miami and just kind of like do stuff there. Like, you know what I mean? Like you go get John Morant. You get John Morant there. You're like, all right, let's take a gamble. Let's see what happens because we don't have nothing else going for us.
I think Miami's the only option for me. I don't think any other team
would want it.
Logistically, would look at that and be like, yeah, this is a positive asset to our team.
Yeah. Also, just his role it's just so different. You gotta prove himself again, kind of.
Yeah, I don't think he has it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is where the downfall just keeps on going. I think he'll consistently be good, but I don't think he'll be like an all-star again.
He could also just stay in Memphis. It's gonna be hard for him to be all-star again.
we'll just say this: it's gonna be really hard for a team to want him. So his better option is just to stay where he is and see what he can keep on growing up with that. Quinn said Charlotte would be crazy for Giannis. Yeah, he said I'm from North Carolina. Well, perfect. There you go.
There you go.
Perfectly, Quinn. Adam said, "Hey T, it's Adam. Go ahead and plant the package in your son's house." It says, "Yo, Adam, you will
Who's
be
T?
compensated as his cousin." What the heck?
Adam cussing on the stream now. Adam lost his mind. Oh
Adam,
my goodness.
Oh gosh.
Wait, who's T? I'm so confused.
I don't know. Adam, we need more details. You just exposed it. We need to know who T is.
Oh my gosh, Adam. Jeez.
But Eric, I do want to get into some more of the NBA games. Who do you have that game, that series going out? Spurs or Minnesota? Just so we know. So we can move on.
Spurs, and I have Spurs. As long as Wemby plays Game 6, I have Spurs in 6.
Fair enough. All right.
They can't. Minnesota only beat them once, and they caught the best time to beat a team is Game 1 because it's fresh. Ever since then, Minnesota has not been better than the San Antonio Spurs as long as Wemby plays. It's not close. They are just better than them.
I agree with you. I also have the Spurs. So
yeah.
Oh, Jalen said look up Ja's dad's name. Oh, that's his name.
Oh, T Morant. Yeah.
Damn. D&E Takeover does not condone any of the violence that is portrayed by our comments.
but yeah.
Now we move on to the Pistons and the Cavs game right now, where we have the Pistons up 43-32. This is Game 5. I'm going to be real honest with you guys. This is exactly what I think this series is going to be like. This series is going to go 7. And the only reason why is because none of these teams know how to win away games. It's really that simple.
No, you can't say about you can't say about the Pistons.
Well, this series they can't. So I'm gonna go because the Cavs, I know hell not that they can't win away games. Now the Pistons, they look like they're falling into that footstep category right now. So I'm seeing a Game 7 situation, and I got the Pistons taking this one. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I think I would say it's more the Cavs are really good at home than the Pistons not be able to win an away game. I think the Cavs at home are just a problem. They
gotta learn how to be good at away.
Yeah, they got in this playoff. You got to get one because I mean, last series they went to 7, but they had the home court advantage.
Yeah,
this series they got to grab one, and truth be told, if they don't grab this one now, I mean it's over in my opinion. At least
they don't grab nothing.
If they don't grab Game 5, it'll definitely. I'm gonna favor the Pistons regardless, whether the Pistons go into Cleveland or Detroit. They'll finish in Detroit. They don't finish in Cleveland. But this series is good, but it's weird because the Cavs. I feel bad for the Cavs. Talk about they just feel like I feel like they're a team that are just they're that one player that you look at that always is saying that they're really good, but no one really respects because they just can't get across the line. They're a good team, but they're just a playoff team. They can't. Yeah. I don't know what it is, and honestly, if they don't do it now, what the heck do you do? I'd just be pissed as an organization. I'd be like, yo, what do we do? We've been chilling with Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley and Jared Allen for what feels like 80 years now, and not one Eastern Conference Finals appearance.
Yeah,
Detroit Pistons just got here for real.
That's the issue I have with this whole thing, because we look at teams that are in gray areas, like we see the Miami Heat, for example. They're always in a situation where they're good enough for the playoffs, but they're not good enough to make it past the first round type of vibes. The Cavaliers are like that, but a little more like an extra step. They're a level up what the Miami Heat are. They're a team that constantly makes the playoffs, but they don't know how to get past the first or second round. I mean, if you look at their last 4 playoff appearances, including this one, which is not over yet, so it's not going to say anything's going to happen. But you look at the 2022-2023, they lost to Knicks 4-1 in round 1. Then you look at 2023-2024, they beat the Magic first round, and then they lost to Celtics 4-1 in the second round. And then you look at the year after that, 2024-2025, they beat the Miami Heat 4-0 sweep in the first round, and then they lose to the Pacers 4-1 in the second round. And right now they're in a situation where they beat the Raptors 4-3 in round 1, and now they're down 3-2. I forgot.
Well, it's 2-2. No, it's tied 2-2.
Yeah,
it's tied 2-2.
I forgot what game they're on. They're down 2-2, which this is a very crucial game to see how the series goes. And we're getting on a situation where the last time Cleveland actually made a Eastern Conference final was back
What the
with
hell?
LeBron back in 2017, 2018. So like realistically, we were looking at issues with this team last year with Donovan Mitchell and being like, not him being the problem because he always produces, but we're like, hey, like they might have to get rid of him because nothing's working. Like blow it up. And we're looking at this is year 4 of that. So
I just witnessed them let Evan Mobley take the ball up the court and run a pick and roll with James Harden and Evan Mobley. Oh dang, yo, you just got tight. Sorry. And I literally witnessed Evan Mobley get stripped because of the fact that he's not a like. Why is Evan Mobley taking the ball up the court? What are we doing?
yeah, for all of our blind listeners, we're sorry for the context that we.
yeah. I apologize, but still, it just doesn't make any sense. What's going on? Why did Evan Mobley just take the ball up the court? I'm confused. I haven't been watching this series. Is some chat? Let me know. Has Evan Mobley been doing that all year? And I haven't been tuned into Cavs games.
No, he hasn't. It's all right. You're right.
What the heck just happened?
I mean, that's why they're down by 12. They're down 47-35.
You wouldn't. I don't know. Either way, yeah, I agree with you though. I don't know what Cleveland got to figure it out. They got to figure it out, man.
For sure. I do want to move into some of the games. Some of the 2 teams, like we mentioned, they both swept, and we got to address the elephants in the room. Shout out to the Oklahoma City Thunder for sweeping the Lakers. Not really too much of an accomplishment for them because of pretty obvious because they're a talented team compared to the Los Angeles Lakers without Luka. And then all of a sudden you look at the New York Knicks, who shocked a lot of people with their 7th consecutive playoff victory. What do we think about the New York Knicks right now? I mean, I did not expect them to sweep the 76ers. And not only did they sweep them, Eric, the one thing that's even more interesting than that is that they won both games in Philly without OG Anunoby, without one of their best defenders on the floor. And not even that, is one of the 3rd best scoring option, sometimes 2nd, depending on the game the Cat is having. And we look at a situation where they're winning not by single digits. They're winning by 20, 30 points sometimes in a game, again, in this series. They've won by, oh my gosh, let me just do the math real quick. They won by 39 game 1. Game 2, they won by 6. Game 3, they won by 14. And then game 4, they won by 30. So, like, I don't know if this is more Philadelphia just giving up, because when you watch that game, I mean, I know I watched every single game in the series. They were giving up for majority of the time. But the New York Knicks, it's so interesting to analyze this team because going into the playoffs, I had no hope for this team just because of the way that they were playing beforehand. And by the time they got into the playoffs, I looked at it, I was like, yeah, I don't know if this is going to work. Cat still hasn't figured out his role. He's not aggressive on the offensive end. He's not playing that well defensively. Like, they're not rotating their players correctly. It was very like a lot of like scheme issues. But now we're looking at a situation where Mike Brown, shout out to you, Mike Brown, give you a round of applause. They're using Cat as a facilitator. So it's not running through the ball. The ball's not always in JB's hands where he's getting doubled all the time. And if he has a great game, then he's always getting doubled. Now you're looking at a situation where it's like, hey, we got to worry about Cat too. Like playmaking, we got to worry about Cat finding the open man. And he's making those passes too. And like the thing is, like, there's like I saw some people analyze the game. It's really interesting to see this. It's tough for defenders to defend now because usually in the regular season, you would see Cat have the ball and try to shield it off and give it to JB, right? And that's it. That's all they would do. Either that, fake it, or he would do a slight little pass to the corner. That's it. Now you're looking at it. They'll fake the handoff, and now Cat will find somebody cutting in, Mikal Bridges or Josh Hart or OG in the corner. Like, they're finding open men, and it's creating space, and it's making defenders scared to play close defense on him because of the fact of how easily he can find open man in space. But also, they don't want to play too far of defense because he also can shoot that 3-ball. So it's like it's a weird position for this team, and I'm glad that they unlocked Cat for this because it's definitely what they needed.
I'm so 50-50 with this Knicks team, and I'm going to try to make sure I cover both sides so I don't sound like I'm either hating or glazing too much, one of the two. The positives is like, one, they just swept them. They haven't lost, and they look really good. And also, they got this far, and they don't have to deal with the idea of no one's ready for this moment because Mike Brown has used the entire team, unlike Tibbs. Right? So that is the biggest positive. New York looks great. New York looks freaking great. And if I'm not thinking of anything else, this team has a really, really good shot of going to the NBA Finals. Winning it is a whole different other monster that we'll talk about when they get there, right? But they have a good chance of going to the NBA Finals. Now, on the other side, I don't know how to feel because this is also still the same Knicks team that is just finds ways to disappoint. Like that's not based off of any type of factual basketball statement. It's just more or less being a New Yorker and knowing the Knicks and the way they are. And that's why I'm kind of like so hesitant to jump and just be like, and just be like, yeah, the Knicks are gonna do it, right? Because playing like the eye test tells me I have every right to do that. Every New York fan right now, for the first, and you're getting this from me, right? Because I'm usually the one that tells every New York fan to calm down a little bit. But every New York fan right now has every right to be like, yo, we really have a chance to get to the finals. This is the best they've looked, in my opinion, in all the playoff runs that they had. This is the best that they've looked. And whoever's coming out of this series that we're watching right now, whether it's Detroit or it's going to be Cleveland, it will be a difficult series, no doubt. But New York can get it done. That's what I truly believe New York can get it done against those teams. Because both of them have not been there before. Both of them don't know what it's like to have that pressure on them. Technically, New York doesn't need, no, New York was in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. So they don't know what it's like. They've never been that close. But the other thing that I kind of want to mention is also, I don't know. I don't want this is to not take away from what New York does. I think New York I think New York did their job, and I think they played fantastic while doing their job. So I'm not taking anything away from them. But like part of me, awkwardly enough, I constantly keep finding myself going back to the Celtics and thinking to myself, y'all are idiots. And the fact that we even got this series kind of pisses me off. I'm happy that Tyrese Maxey got there. You know what I mean? But the fact that we got this series is ridiculous. The Knicks thrashed the 76ers like it was light work, clockwork. Yeah. It wasn't close. The closest game was what? Game 1?
Game 2 when they lost by 6, I think.
Like it never felt as if New York was going to lose. They handled business. They made the Philadelphia 76ers look like they just shouldn't have been there. And I go and look at the Boston series. And yes, Philly earned that 3-1 comeback. I give it to them. But like, it just proves my point even more. Boston lost that series more than Philly won it. Like, I'm so sorry. Boston has the personnel to beat Philly. They just wanted to shoot. It's just the way that they played the game. And the way that they play basketball, they lived and died by the 3, and they died. They literally willingly just bled out. Just change your style. Just for one game, you can go back to it. But just secure the freaking series.
Yeah.
Because it's weird. It's weird to me.
Yeah, Boston really disappointed with that, especially being up 3-1 in that series and then just ultimately just losing it. Very disappointing from that team. But yeah, the 76ers also another disappointing team. You can't make it that far and then get swept and not even making competitive. But I got to give a lot of credit to the New York Knicks. They made it to an Eastern Conference final back-to-back years. This year, we got to see what happens. Definitely anything can happen. My finals prediction, I know Marcus asked for yours, Eric, but I'm going to give mine. I think it's going to be Knicks and Spurs. I had that from the beginning, and I'm still going to stick to it.
I forgot what I had.
I didn't have that in the beginning. I had Pistons.
Oh, no, I had Boston. I had Boston and OKC, I think.
But on my bracket, one of my brackets on ESPN, I have Spurs and Knicks. So there you go.
I know I had Boston in the final. I don't know if I had Spurs. Either other side, I either had Spurs or OKC, one of the two. Marcus, if you're asking me now, truth be told, I don't freaking know. Because, like, I look at this series, right? And I look at both of these teams. I think they're both good matchups for the Knicks. I think they'll both give the Knicks issues. And it'll be a very good series. But I do believe the Knicks at their best can beat both of these teams. I think Detroit's a little bit more scary than Cleveland. Just the way that Detroit, I think they have a better defense. I think they're a more well-oiled machine. I think matchup wise, the Knicks can benefit. The Pistons will benefit off of benefit more than the Cleveland Cavs will. But overall, and the Pistons are also better equipped to handle Jalen Brunson. That's another big thing. The Cavs are not better equipped to handle Jalen Brunson. The two guard punch of James Harden and Donovan Mitchell, I think Jalen Brunson will eat both of them up. Like it'll be bad in that aspect. But at the same time, like I want to say the Knicks are better than both of these teams, but like I don't trust the Knicks. I don't trust the Knicks. That's the thing. Like I don't know how, dude. We've watched last year was supposed to be the year. Last year was supposed to be the year. And Tyrese Halliburton had something else to say. If it wasn't for him popping his Achilles, Tyrese Halliburton would probably be a Finals MVP right now. But last year was supposed to be the year, and then stuff just happened. So like I don't know what to think. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Knicks versus Spurs. Because then you go on the other end, you don't really know what to say either because Wemby is an anomaly, but now Wemby's going to be facing the toughest challenge in his career, which is a 7-game series against OKC and the refs.
Yeah.
That's going to be
argue for OKC. They're going to face the toughest team that they had because they have had the losing record against the Spurs this season too.
And truth be told, I also wanted the Spurs to versus OKC, not because I think they're a better matchup, or not because I think they're not just because they're a better matchup, but also the way that Minnesota plays defense. I think Minnesota plays great defense, but I think the way they play defense, everyone would have been ripping their eyes out that series because the amount of fouls that they would have called and the amount of foul calls that OKC would get in that freaking series, Minnesota wouldn't be able to play. They wouldn't be able to play against that team because they call fouls left, right, and center for them because they're very aggressive. So I think Spurs fit that narrative a little bit better. I don't know, man, because Wemby is very good, but I do believe OKC can shut down everybody else in that team, like, and pretty badly too. I think they can shut down everybody else, and if that's the case, then OKC is going to beat them in like 7 or 6. So
we gotta see what happens. That's definitely gonna be an interesting series because of the matchup wise. I don't know how that goes. I want to see over the Timberwolves because I feel like that'd be better. It's just based off what we see in the regular season between these two teams that the Spurs can get the job done. I will say one thing. If the Knicks continue to play that the way that they're playing, I don't know. I don't know who can stop them. OKC is the only
really.
Yeah. If the Knicks continue playing like they've been playing, blowing out teams by 30 points, it's a tough, well-oiled machine.
You think? No, I disagree with that one. I disagree with like on the heavy end. You think the Knicks at their best are the best team in the league?
The way that they've been playing, yeah, defensive on both ends. I think the only reason why you haven't seen that for OKC yet is because they haven't versed tough enough competition. But I think the New York Knicks overall, 1 through 5, they have ballers. Anyone can score.
I'd argue that the competition that the Knicks have versed is almost equivalent to the competition that OKC's versed, which is both pretty clean comps. I'd argue that.
Who did the OKC verse one?
They versed Phoenix. Phoenix was the worst playoff team.
No, that's butt cheeks. And then
Phoenix was the worst team, and then they
versed
the
Lakers team without Austin Reeves for 2 games. So
it's really just without Luka. I'm not. Luka's the real Luka is what makes that team a 3 seed. OKC definitely has had the easier path, but like New York, to me, what they've proven to me is that they're a really good basketball team and they're here to play. That's what they've proven to me. But as far as I'm concerned, the Atlanta series, that was a scare. That wasn't Atlanta being a good a crazy basketball team. That was New York being weird and being the normal New York that we know them to be. But then we go in the next series and we go into the next series and they did their job. But we just wasn't ready for that because we thought Philly had more to offer. Like that's why I don't know whether to be able to say New York was really, really good. I think both of them can be true at the same time, but New York was really good, but Philly also might have not deserved to be there, but Boston just gave them the chance to be there. So I need to see what they do against this next team that they verse, which is either going to be the Cavs or the Pistons. And if they thrash them, then you have a really good case. Like you have a really, really good case.
I just like how this team is playing right now. It's fun to be a Knicks fan right now. I'll just say that.
As someone who's watched the Spurs so far for majority of their games, no. Like I truly believe that like as long as Wemby plays, there is not a single team that will be able to keep up with him. And we could talk about the Knicks. The Knicks beat them obviously in the NBA Cup. That was one game. They've proven that they can beat them. But the Knicks probably have the best chance because the combination of Cat and Mitch can subside Wemby a little bit. But like you got Rudy Gobert and Naz Reid over there. Like that's basically the same thing in that regard. Like one defensive center and then another attack, like more offensive center. But Naz Reid plays better defense than Cat.
Naz Reid is not compared to Cat in offensive end.
No, I'm talking about defense though. I'm saying like you have one. Naz Reid is not the same thing as Cat. Obviously, I'm saying defensively though, you have one center that's all known for his defense, Mitch Robinson, Rudy Gobert, right? And then you have another center who's not known for his defense, but can give you something on the offensive end, Cat and Naz Reid. But Naz Reid is a better defender than Cat. So if you want to go based off of that, you know, like I don't know what else to. They can't handle Wemby over there. So what's the Cat could barely handle Joel Embiid this series. Cat was getting in foul trouble the entire time. So what are we saying to that? How is it's gonna? I don't know who can stop Wemby until someone proves to stop Wemby. I'm gonna pick the Spurs.
Knicks, I know what you can do. Go prove Eric wrong. Let's do it.
No, you don't know what they can do. You didn't say that. Like,
the way that they're playing right now, this is the potential that we can see New York against the 76ers winning by 30 plus. I don't care what anyone says. No one was expecting the New York Knicks to win by 30 plus in multiple games against the 76ers and sweep them.
I agree. I fully agree with you. You don't think OKC and Philly and you don't think OKC and Spurs can do the same thing against that team?
100%. 100%.
So that's my point. Like
yes, that's what makes them in the NBA Finals for my prediction.
But what? No, I'm not saying you're wrong to say they're going to be in the NBA Finals. I'm not getting at that. I'm saying you're saying that you know what they can do, but OKC and Spurs can both do the same thing. So what makes the Knicks like? What is the outstanding factor that makes you see the Knicks being able, other than the fact that you're a fan and that you believe in them? What makes you think that they can actually fully take this away from them? Or is it just more just like belief?
The ability of unlocking Karl-Anthony Towns in the playmaking aspect. That's one thing that a lot of teams do not have, is being able to use their big man as another playmaking threat. And especially OKC, they do not have that. And even if you look at Victor Wembanyama, he can make some good passes sometimes, but they're not really running. He's not really the playmaker for that team.
But what happens when the Knicks versus actual good defense?
I mean, listen, all I'm going to say is that they versus Spurs 3 times and Jay pulled it up. They beat them twice. So as a Knicks fan, I would much rather versus Spurs. So that's why I'm hoping the Spurs win against OKC than the OKC Thunder.
I need to see, because I know they beat them in the NBA Cup. I need to see the other 2 times. I need to also make sure that Wemby was playing. No, I need was Wemby playing both of those times? Or not both of them? The second time that they beat them, not in the NBA Cup, so I know Wemby played the NBA Cup. The second time that they beat them, was Wemby playing in that game?
March 1st. I mean, judging by the date, I would assume that he's healthy, but then again, you never know.
March 1st. Oh. Wait. No, he put 3 wins, though.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
The Knicks lost.
Oh, no, December 25th was the loss. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can we go back? Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I got it right now.
All right.
March 1st, Sunday, Knicks versus Spurs. He was playing. Victor dropped 25 and 13 on 34 minutes, and the Knicks won by 114.
They killed them.
89.
They destroyed them.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even close. And everybody played, too. Everybody played. Maybe. Okay.
And the Knicks lost by 2 on Christmas Day. Victor was playing?
Imagine he wasn't playing. imagine he wasn't in the game and they won.
December. Oh, they
He
didn't
didn't
play.
play. Oh no, he came off the bench.
He came off the bench.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm very high on the Spurs right now. That could be my bias though. I'm very high on the Spurs right now.
It's like an episode of SpongeBob. Patrick, your bias is showing where?
Where?
Jalen said MSG South was rocking. They are going insane right now. Honestly, I can't blame him. Mark says, Eric, you said who's your lock? If you answer that, Jay gave the dates of all the times the Knicks verse them. Yes. So that's where I'd rather verse them than OKC. Marcus says, I bought a Robinson jersey on eBay. He dunks over Embiid, and my order gets canceled. Canceled crazy.
He said, oh, hell no. Like, let me keep this.
Yeah, exactly. The UPS driver is like, yeah, I don't know about that one, buddy. Good luck. But,
oh, man.
Yeah, crazy. What's going on? Oh, the halftime already happened for the Detroit Pistons. The Detroit Pistons are winning 60-52.
It's a good game. It's a really good game.
Yeah.
But Detroit's going to win. Detroit's going to beat them. Let's be so real. Detroit's going to win this, go up 3-2. It's going to be Detroit versus New York. It just is. It's going to be the two best teams in the East versus the two best teams in the West. We know New York's better than Boston, even though Boston had that series, or Boston had the seed. New York is better than Boston, so.
We got the New York Knicks. Go, New York. Go, New York. Go. Other than that, oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh, my gosh.
Well, while he sneezes, I was going to say the best series I've watched so far, the one I love the most, is the Timberwolves versus the Spurs. Because it feels like the most real basketball being played. Like, there's no foul baiting. There's no soft calls, and they're playing physical basketball. Like, it is just who has the best hoops. Like, who is the better player in that series is really fun to watch. Versus, I haven't tuned into any OKC stuff because I just know what's going on over there. I just know it's some cheese.
There's no
I just know it's some cheese going on. Plus, the teams that they're versing are so butt cheeks. It's like there's no point in really.
Yeah, no, I do agree with you on that one. Other than that, if Pistons win today, they go Game 6 on Friday, May 15th on Prime Video at 7 p.m. And then the Spurs play their Game 6 also on Friday at 9:30 p.m. on Prime.
Who do you got in those games?
Well, if it's anything like I've been thinking, I think both of these games are going to Game 7. So I think Minnesota wins at home, and then also you go Cavaliers win at home. So you go Game 7 on Sunday.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I got Spurs in 6, and I got Detroit in 7. And then after that, ladies and gentlemen, full PSA. Make sure you glue yourself to your freaking seat, because after that should be great hoops. Knicks versus Detroit, OKC versus San Antonio. That should be great hoops.
That'll be fun to watch for sure.
As long as OKC don't cheat. I hope
we can't make any promises anymore. Not anymore.
Man. I really hope not.
Other than that, what else? Oh, Marcus said, nah, the seller refunded with the cannot find item, only to repost it for $200. I bought it for $50. That's crazy.
Yeah. He said, no. He said, my value just went up.
Price gouging at its finest.
$150 price difference is nuts.
It's insane. Marcus says, I am all for no rules until the final 2 minutes of the half. And fourth, let everything go. If Ja wants to pow a player from courtside, totally legal. I don't know about that, but let the boys play.
Yo, Josh should have never picked up that gun, man.
Bro,
like no one is ever going to let him live that down now. He should have never picked up that gun. Man.
That's why I said my comment before. Where you see Ja ending up?
He said in the penitentiary. That's where I see him.
Damn.
Poor Ja, man. I don't know how he's gonna come back.
Other than that, Eric, if I have no more basketball to talk about, I do want to shift into Prem talks and get into that.
Oh goodness! Freaking rip the Band-Aid off.
Let's see. Let's see
I
what
don't
happens.
want to talk about the Prem, man.
We don't have to talk about it. We just got to go over the scores.
Uh,
Right now, we're at a situation right now, ladies and gentlemen, where the score of the prediction game, week 36, we have 2 more weeks left, right? Am I wrong or?
no, you're right. Only 2 weeks left.
2 weeks? Yeah, 37 and 38. That's crazy. We have 2 more weeks left, ladies and gentlemen. And we're just going to go over last week's week 36 Premier League predictions. The score right now is I'm up 138 to Eric's 127. So we'll keep on moving. First one up, we both had Liverpool winning, and they tied Chelsea. Big butt cheeks for them, both of them. So we don't get a point for that. Next one, we both had Brighton beating Wolves. They won 3-0. So shout out to Brighton. Also, after that, we had Bournemouth winning, and they both teams got red cards, but Bournemouth did win, so we both got a point for that. Next one was unfortunate. We had Manchester United beating Brentford, and they tied 0-0. But breaking news for Manchester United, they just extended Michael Carrick to a deal.
Yes,
so
sir.
Very, very fun to watch. I'm excited for Manchester United finally giving him it only took him 2 tries to get the right coach, right? Whatever. After that, we have
terrible.
Man City. We had Man City beating Brentford, both of us, and Man City won. And then we had Villa beating Burnley, and Burnley just decides to start playing competitive now. They tied 2-2. So no point for us. So for this one, this is one of the different ones that we had. So it was Everton versus Crystal Palace. I had Everton winning. You had Everton tie, and Everton tied Crystal Palace 2-2. So you gained a point, Eric, over me in this week. Right now, we have more to go.
Don't. Yeah. Why did you do that? Actually, nah.
What?
David chat. When I tell you David knows what he's doing, he knows what he's doing.
No,
because I just got excited, and I was like, wait a minute, why am I excited?
You can be excited. I'm telling you.
No, because continue.
No, I'm telling you. We both had Nottingham Forest beating Newcastle. They tied 1-1. And then for the other game of the week, we had West Ham versus Arsenal. Eric had West Ham winning, and I had West Ham tie, and Arsenal won 1-0. So there we go. Yeah, that's why you can be excited. And that goal should have counted. That goal should have counted.
That goal should have. I mean, it was a foul. It's just that
it was a foul. But Arsenal do it every single freaking corner.
Yeah, everyone's just pissed because Arsenal literally have done that the whole year. No one's called a foul on it. So now it's like, oh, it's a foul. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered.
And then we both had Spurs beating Leeds, and Spurs tied 1-1 against Leeds. So right now we're looking at a new score. We're looking at I have 141 to Eric's 131.
Oh my gosh, I'm down 10. Yay. Still down 10, buddy. I'm just going like I'm such a West Ham fan that what I wanted to do this year was I wanted to basically be as close to the team as possible and feel what they're feeling getting ready to be a championship football team. You know what I mean? So it's been a fun ride, but I'm about to get relegated. So
damn, we'll see you in championship.
No. See, because I have the bone to pick. All the people that aren't fans of West Ham but are fans of Tottenham's downfall. I knew I shouldn't have been gassed up by all those people. I had so many people telling me, hey, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. But the difference between everybody was that no one watched West Ham week in, week out like I did. And I knew the club. And I'm like, brother, y'all understand what's been happening this year. Everyone was just hyped because they saw us win a couple games and they saw Spurs lose a couple games. And they were like, oh my gosh, let's get into the fantasy and the fairy tale of this happening. Brother, I love this team and I want to still believe, but it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. It's so hard because Spurs aren't playing bad. That's the thing. Spurs aren't playing good, but they're not playing bad. I need them to be horrible. I need them to be horrendous. I need them to be just as bad before De Zerbi got there. As long as they play like that, there's no chance. There's no chance for us. And you'll see by what I mean when we get into the next prediction game or the next this upcoming week.
Yeah. Speaking of which we'll get into right now, actually. After these comments. Jay said Jay said, Ja won't last in the early 2000 pickup games. Everyone, including the autistic little brother who had to be brought along, talk trash. He would pull a gun on that kid so fast. Yeah. Ja would just do it on Instagram Live just for fun.
It's just so foul. This is Ja.
Says, Wolves let me down. I bet a stack on them. He said, I guess I got to double down this week. Yo, Marcus.
Marcus, we've been trying to tell you for a very long time to stop.
Yeah.
Like you just need to stop, man. Wolves is not gonna be it for you, man.
Marcus, he said, need to make money. I dropped a client. He was in court for shoplifting a LeBron jersey and showed up to Kurt and said LeBron jersey.
Oh no, bro! He said I didn't steal it. Well, he's wearing it.
Marcus says, "Wait, I thought the Spurs were playing the Timberwolves. Who is Leeds?
Oh, Tottenham Hotspur.
Tottenham Hotspur, not San Antonio Spurs." Jalen said, "Regulators mount up."
I don't know what he means by that.
He said, Marcus says, "My man, given the vet player, I love this team. I support this team. Only to ask for a trade this week."
Yo, I have a lot of my friends that like keep telling me they're like, all right, Hans, like you can stop. Like you can stop pretending. They're like, what's your real Premier League team? You can stop pretending now. I keep trying to explain to them. I'm like, yo, this is it. Like, I'm not. I'll watch the Prem next year, but this is it.
Damn.
I'm gonna opt to watch Championship football next year. That's what's gonna be going on. There's gonna be Prem games on, and I'm gonna have to watch Championship football. That's what's gonna be happening.
That's
like
annoying.
People don't understand, bro. I support this team. It's just that simple. I do support this team.
I understand.
I'm gonna be playing Wrexham next year. If we lose to Wrexham, bro, yeah. If we lose to freaking Deadpool, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Well, let's get to round 37 right now. Week 37. First one up. Oh my gosh, Aston Villa versus Liverpool.
This gotta be game of the week.
I would think. No, I mean, look at the other ones.
Nah, because they're both on 59. They both need it bad.
I don't even know. This game's butt cheeks.
It's not. I mean, I know what you mean, but like, I don't think it is.
Oh my gosh, they both have similar form. Villa lost their last 3 out of 5, 1-1.
Pack a mid.
Yeah,
and a whole lot of mid. Shockingly though, I'm actually gonna take Villa. I think Arsenal. I think Liverpool are weird, man. Slot needs to get. I'm telling you right now, man. Slot next year, I'm being harsh. Next year, he's got like the first 10 games. If they're not hitting the ground running, he's out of there. He's gonna be on the chopping block all the way through the season. One to perform, he might get dipped. He might be able to dip up out of there.
You know what's funny? I was looking at their home and away records because that really it's like a good dictating factor for me. And I just saw that they had the exact identical home and away records. And I'm like, yeah, just give me Villa. They're home, 35 points compared to their 4 away.
Where do you see the home and away record?
So you click on their logo and then you go to stats and it shows you the Prem home and away.
Let me see. 6-6. Yo, wait, whoa. Whoa. Crazy away record there. I don't know what's going on over there. Yeah, I'm going Villa. You said Villa too?
Yeah, me as well.
I don't even care about the freaking prediction game anymore. It's already I've accepted defeat. I'm like West Ham. It's just simple.
Marcus says
they accepted defeat, but
Villa 2-1. Marcus has Villa 2-1, Eric. There we go, Marcus.
Okay. Marcus started putting a little bets right here.
Love it. Next one, Man United versus Nottingham. Give me Man.
So let me just get this straight. Hold on. Let me 39, 40, 41, 42. Okay, so Nottingham's safe from the drop. So there's nothing to play for them anymore. Cool. Yes, yeah, they are mathematically. West Ham can only get 42. So Nottingham is safe from the. So everyone, okay, it's just literally West Ham versus Spurs, but also Nottingham. Oh no, they lost to Europa League. Okay, so this is gonna be Man United because they just have nothing to play for.
Yeah,
Nottingham. The season's over. They're not gonna try to moving up the table is not gonna do anything for you.
And you can't lose. You can't lose right after you sign your head coach to an extension. Like this, you can't do that after you sign Michael Carrick. Like the next game, you got to win.
Old Trafford as well. But I was also gonna say Man United haven't secured third. Man United haven't secured have they secured Champions League? Wait.
Yeah.
No, they have. Yeah, they have. Yeah, I missed that actually. No, they secured. They don't really have anything to play for either. But you're right. I go Man United in this situation. This game is pointless though.
Next one, Brentford at home versus Crystal Palace.
What's the storyline in here?
Crystal Palace, nothing. Brentford can potentially, maybe, no. Yeah, they can go at a conference
Brentford
league or
can
Europa.
definitely.
Yeah, give me Brentford.
54, 57. They could still make Champions League actually.
No.
Oh no, yeah. I'm sorry, I can't even.
Europa League.
Yeah, they just have to win. This would just be a choke job if they lost 3-0 to City today. Beat us 3-0. Lost to United. Palace lost it. Wait, that wasn't today. Who lost to City today? Was that Palace?
Palace and Man City.
The difference is though, aren't Palace in the Conference League final? Yeah, they are. Yeah, no. Yeah, this is 100% Brentford. Because Palace don't give a crap about any of this. Palace are trying to win a trophy. Palace might be in the Europa League next year. Crazy to think about. Oh my gosh. It used to be us. It used to be flipping us, man.
So you have who? Brentford or?
I have Brentford as well. I'm with you.
Okay. Next one we have is Everton at home versus Sunderland.
Well, storyline here again. Well, Sunderland.
They're both even. 1 point off.
51 and 51 to 54.
They both can potentially get a Conference League or Europa League.
This one's ugly. This one's a weird one. What's the form looking like? I was gonna say, I'm not gonna lie. I reckon a draw. To be honest with you,
I was going the same thing.
That or Everton win. You're going the same thing?
I'm going draw. I think this is one of those games where I feel like no one's gonna win.
So for that reason, I'm gonna go Everton just because I'm down. I have to somehow create some type of point differential. Because actually, there's unless I have to make it easy because next week I'm gonna have to go balls to the wall and pick basically everything opposite. I'm gonna have to pick everything different. Oh my goodness.
Oh wait, real quick. Marcus says 3-0 Man United, Palace 2-1, and then he has draw for Everton.
Okay.
Nice.
Marcus is locked in. What, you asking ChatGPT or something, Marcus? What's going on?
There we go. Next one, Leeds at home versus Brighton.
Another situation where Leeds just have nothing to play for. Brighton have everything to play for. Leeds are stingy though.
Yeah, they can easily do something.
Like, I don't think they really care, but at the same time, they are very stingy. Like, they're... Ooh, this one's weird. This one's a weird one.
This one's very weird.
I tell you what, I actually want... What do you want to go? I hope you don't pick where I want to go, because I'm going to have to just pick something different. Because this is a weird one. But I do have a feeling about this one.
Let me see the lineup.
What you saying?
Brighton's last 5. Yeah, they've been pretty dominant. So, all right, I'm gonna go draw.
Damn it! That's what I wanted to pick. Ah. All right. Well, if you're gonna go draw, I'm going Brighton W. I know, and not even good away either. But if there's a team that's gonna do it, I'd rather pick Brighton than pick Leeds. They're they're not good away.
Wolves versus Fulham. Okay. All right.
It's just like actually the most pointless game of the week. This game actually. Wait, hold on. No.
Why not?
Fulham have a chance. Do they not? They have a chance still.
They have a chance, so that's why I'm already picking them to win.
Oh yeah, Fulham. Wow, Fulham still have a chance. Dude, they fell out of form too. They could have been. Wow, I'd be sick if I was a Fulham fan.
Yeah,
they could have easily been in the freaking.
Harry Wilson, one of the best, most underrated free kick takers in the Prem. Marcus says he said, "Nah, I've been watching replays when when a game on Paramount and Peacock. I'm kind of understanding some soccer. Yes, Marcus.
Okay.
Love that.
Okay,
Let's go.
Marcus.
I said
Three
Leeds
to
3-2.
lead. Okay,
And
Marcus.
he has Wolves winning 1-1.
Marcus, when is it gonna end, bro?
It's all right. It's all right. Just let him have it. He's 2 more weeks. Next one, Newcastle at home versus West Ham.
Well, we have to win because if we tie and Spurs win, we're relegated. If we lose and Spurs tie, we're basically relegated because we're not going to be able to pick up that goal differential. So we just have to win.
I'm going West Ham.
Why?
Because you guys have to win, like you just said, and Newcastle have nothing to fight for.
But I need you to, David, get out of here.
Marcus has West Ham winning 4-1.
Okay, Marcus, you're a little high, like just a little high, a little on crack. Yeah, I have to pick West Ham as well. I wanted David to pick Newcastle or draw here so I could just come back. David, just pick draw. You're up 10. You're up 10. You're up 10.
I don't want to pick. I don't
Have
want to pick
some
that.
fun, damn it! Like damn, you're up 10. Greedy.
Fun.
Oh my gosh, bro! This guy's up 10 and he won't budge on a Newcastle West Ham game.
I was up 11 last week.
Hey, okay, bro.
Ready?
David, do you realize that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? You realize there's 10 games in a whole freaking week, right?
Yeah.
You realize that no matter what, next week, depending on how this goes, I have to pick at least 7 to 8 games different from you. If you drop one more, it's not gonna kill you.
Yeah, but I like picking my games right.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Gosh.
Arsenal at home versus Burnley, Eric.
Sky, man. Where's the entertainment aspect? Where's for the fun, the viewers?
Wow, that's so sad. If you add Arsenal and Burnley's points together, you get 100.
Okay, I don't know why we're even looking at this. This is Arsenal. This is just Arsenal.
Yeah.
See now, but what you got? The next one's Bournemouth versus City, and I think Vitality. Yeah, Vitality Stadium.
Well, I already have my answer.
All right, so I have Arsenal winning, right? So that's 70. That's 82 points. Meaning City would have to win. Now you look on the other end. Bournemouth, if they tie, 56. Bournemouth are fighting for Champions League. This is actually going to be this is a bigger game or a better game than people think. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be a dog fight, I think. A very good game. City have to find a way to beat them in Vitality Stadium in order to give their chance. Arsenal can win the league this week. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Holy cow, Arsenal can win the league this week. This is crazy. And you will be watching it at the same time because Arsenal game starts. Oh wait, no, one's Monday, one's Tuesday. Wait a minute, this is tough because Bournemouth aren't bad, dude. Like storyline wise, I want to pick City. But when was the last time Bournemouth lost a game? Holy crap! The last time they lost was to Arsenal. When they played City, they lost 3-1 to City. Yo, Bournemouth. I don't know. When was the last time City lost? City won 3-0 today, though. Oh, I'm down, so I kind of have to take a gamble anyway. So I'm gonna probably go with whatever you don't go with.
Okay.
But
I'm going.
But I'm not gonna say mine, and I don't want to give you any ideas.
All right, I already have it. I already wrote mine down. So Man City.
I'll go draw. And Arsenal win the league. I'll go draw and Arsenal win the league. Do you think Arsenal's going to win the league, David?
What happened?
Do you really think Arsenal's still going to lose the league?
There's still a little bit of hope.
So you're hoping. I said, do you think?
I mean, honestly, I would start dying laughing if all of a sudden we see a result where they drew to Burnley. Burnley just decides to play good one day, and then they're like, you know what, Man City will help you out. That would be like the best that we ever played.
That'd be crazy. All right,
And
the last one.
Chelsea at home versus Spurs.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
If you pick Chelsea here, genuinely, I'd be shocked. There's no.
Why?
If you pick Chelsea here, you'd be contradicting everything else that you've said in your picks. I swear.
Why?
Because what do Chelsea have to play for?
They want to.
And they're also, honestly, right now, the way they're playing, Chelsea are the worst team. They're a bottom 3 team right now, the way that they're playing.
Yeah, but you forgot one thing. I want to see Spurs in the championship just as much as you. I want to see them. I want to see James Madden's face when they walk into freaking Luton Town and they see that. They're like, oh crap, we got to play here.
Oh my God.
So Chelsea.
Oh my God. So why don't you pick Burnley to beat Arsenal then?
Listen, I'm hopeful. I'm not dumb.
But you're picking Chelsea.
Because Chelsea can win.
How?
Dude, Spurs have not won. They've won one game in the last 36 years at Stamford Bridge.
You think that matters?
It's a curse.
Chelsea lost to Nottingham at Stamford Bridge 3-1. Chelsea been dog crap. Dude, they've been actual dog crap.
So then go Spurs.
So
then go Spurs.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't have a choice. My team I need Spurs to lose. I have to pick Chelsea. This doesn't affect you.
I want to see Spurs go down.
Oh my freaking goodness gracious! How many points do we have different?
And also Chelsea is also fighting for Conference League.
They're not gonna make Conference League. We all know they're not making Europe. People are protesting the freaking club.
Dude, just because you have a chance of winning does not mean you're gonna win. But you still have a chance.
What?
Just because you have a chance of winning does not mean that you're not gonna win. Like they still have a chance. Like they have 6 points. They're still fighting. They're in contention.
I understand, but the club is the fans don't even like Chelsea right now. No matter if they win or lose the next game, the fans don't care. They're already over. They're over the season. Like they're done. The players, Enzo Fernandez is in Real Madrid. The players are already trying to figure out their next moves, leaving. Everything. Yo, honestly, I don't even know who's been starting these last couple of games. You got Mandem relying on Garnacho and that. Like what? Yo, bro. Yo, this is sad. Sad, you know. They still got, football still got Mikhailo Mudryk on suspended in the freaking injuries. Yo, this club is sad. This club is sad. To think that they even tied Liverpool. Oh my God, in this game freaking Kukurea played left mid? Yeah, what the what's going on? David, I didn't watch this game. Go look at the Chelsea versus Liverpool lineup. My brother, man, like Kukurea was playing left mid.
I watched that game. Yeah.
Was he actually playing left mid?
Yeah, he was.
Goodness. If that doesn't scream shambles, I don't know what does. Jeez, Liverpool tied them. Yeah, Liverpool suck. At home, Liverpool suck. Liverpool suck.
So bad,
dude. You know what? I'll give you the benefit. Wait, no, Chelsea are definitely losing. You know why?
Why?
Wait, did I pick Chelsea? Yeah, I had to pick Chelsea to win. Their next match is the FA Cup against City. They're putting everyone out for that game. It's the final. Yo, City might lose. City might lose to Bournemouth or tie Bournemouth. Because they play this Saturday, right? Yeah, they play Saturday.
Yeah.
And they verse Bournemouth on Tuesday. That's why Chelsea and City are both playing on Tuesday. Probably. All right. Well, there's our current predictions. There we go. How many points do we have different?
There we go. But Now we move on. We got 2 more weeks technically of Prem. But there we go. Yeah. Anything else? Any other sports news you have going on?
Of course. There's one more thing we got to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Real Madrid.
I wasn't even thinking about that. Wow, that's a fake Barca fan right there. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn.
You know what's crazy? You know what it is? I'm happy, but I don't even feel like bragging. Because I knew it was gonna happen. Like they suck. I don't know. But if you want you want to enter, you want me to bring it into the conversation.
I'll bring it up. I mean, I know I don't know the exact details because I found out before my final, so I really get to it. But I do know that freaking Jose Mourinho is going to what's his name? Going to Real Madrid. Is it confirmed or is it rumored?
No, that's not confirmed, is it? That's not
rumored?
confirmed.
I don't know. I thought I heard something else. Then
I also wasn't talking about Jose Mourinho, bro. I was talking about Barca freaking winning the league.
Oh.
You know they lost to Deportivo Alaves today?
Yeah, so but they didn't put nobody out. Look at that lineup.
Yeah, they don't even care anymore. The league is finished. Wow, we thrashed the league. That's insane to me. I don't know if Jose Mourinho is confirmed, but Barcelona beat Real Madrid in El Clasico to win the league in the Camp Nou. The first time that ever had that been done to win the league in El Clasico. And I'll just say this. I'm not going to comment on it too much, but I'll just say this much. This is the saddest Real Madrid team of all time that I've ever seen. And I'm not even talking about talent-wise, just pure passion. There's nothing. I watched that game because obviously I'm going to watch that. It's the game of the season basically for us at that point to eclipse our season. And truth be told, I watched that and I was like, I wasn't even having fun watching it. Like Real Madrid just didn't look like they cared. Like there wasn't anything in it. It looked like, yes, there was moments where they were doing pretty well, but overall, like the players just looked like they were just playing as if it was another game. Bro, the league is on the flipping line. Like you don't know what Barca does the next game. Like you still have a chance. You have to fight. And mind you, this is your rivals here that are about to win the game. Like I wasn't either way. Even if they fought, I don't expect them to win. Don't get me wrong, but brother, we went up 2-0. I think it was 2-0 at half, and I just knew we was going to lose. I was like, they're not going to score on us, and we don't have a great defense. They're not scoring on us. They don't care enough. They all knew it. They all look like that whole team is fried, man. That whole team is fried. They all look on the field. They all look mentally clocked out.
Yeah, I will say like what I saw I want to say thank you to Barcelona for winning me money because that was the easiest money I ever made. I'm being dead serious. Easiest betting money I ever made because I looked at it. I just put in my money. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna win. Just because you look at the locker room around Madrid, and like there was like minus like 170 for Barcelona to win. I'm like, that's it, based off all the drama that we had this week. Yeah,
crazy.
Give me Barcelona.
Give me that bread. Asar Thompson's down, David. He's not like crazy down, but like he's like he felt something. I don't know what happened. Let's see.
We need a petite over there.
Oh, a little knee contact with James Harden.
Oh, you want me to give you a little kiss? A little kiss for the knee?
Well, all right. Okay, buddy. If you need contact with James Harden, I know you're going down. I know you're
hell no. James Harden's going down. But you know why?
David,
why? Why? Because I do knees over toes. My knees are freaking like steel. Knock on wood.
David.
Yeah.
James Harden is 6'3". No, I'm not. 6'5".
And what's his knee made out of? The same bone as me. The same bone material as me. Don't matter.
So you don't think his sheer force is gonna make your knee hurt a little bit more than his?
No. Absolutely not.
Dude, you would feel James Harden and you'd be like, oh my God. You'd be like, oh
dude, James Harden, he's got to hit. Never mind. But anyway, I'm damn delusional. I did find Fabrizio said that they're in like the final stages with Jose Mourinho.
And can I be real with you? I know you're not gonna like this. Respectfully, if Real Madrid sign Jose Mourinho, Barca are gonna three-peat. Barca are going to three-peat on them. You can lock that in for me right now next year. Because if you think for a second that Jose Mourinho is the same Jose Mourinho of yesteryear, you have another thing coming. You're purely Jose Mourinho. If you look at Jose Mourinho's last 5 years manager-wise, he does not deserve to be the Real Madrid manager. And he's purely possibly getting this job off the fact that he's had the job in the past, and they're hoping that he can come in and change the scene. The problem is, I truly believe that Jose Mourinho will come in and possibly make it worse. Because Jose Mourinho does not take no one's shite. He does not. And that team is full of a bunch of egos.
That's the
so
one
he's
thing.
going to upset some people's opinions. Jose Mourinho and Vinny Jr. are going to work together.
No, he's going to Vinny Jr. is going to go to the Boondocks.
You think Vinny Jr. will leave? Bro, the players, there was so much stuff going on. You had a bunch of players posting pictures of Vinny Jr. and with the whole Mbappe situation. You have the whole entire club signing petitions to see Mbappe leave. How is this going to work?
I don't know. I mean, the only possible situation I'm looking at is the one that you mentioned, is the fact that you get a coach that doesn't take crap, and hopefully something changes. But now in the new day of football, I don't see that working, especially with this team, because they a bunch of crybabies. So I don't see it happening. But let's see.
You would think a legendary coach like him could come in and earn the respect of players, or he doesn't have to earn it; it should already be there, right?
Yeah.
But what makes you think that would happen if a former player was the coach, one at the club as a player, it was a starter at the club, and they can't even get respect from him? The season before that, by the way, went invincible with Bayer Leverkusen and dethroned Bayern Munich from winning the Bundesliga, and came to Real Madrid, and he couldn't even get the respect. So how the hell is Jose Mourinho going to do it? Especially since the last brother, like I said,
Fenerbahce, Roma, Fenerbahce, and then Benfica. Off the top of my head,
Jose Mourinho is the first coach I've ever heard of that's gone invincible and lost the title. Brother, I'm not trying to disrespect him because I love Jose Mourinho, but this is not a situation where you want a manager to come into. Jose Mourinho is a better manager, whereas you have a team that needs a personality, that needs fire, that needs fired. but
they need a lot of fire, Real Madrid. But the only difference is that if that fire gets taken the wrong way, it can be fired right back at you. Yeah, that's the only difference. If it can.
Brother,
you say it will, maybe.
Players are fighting in training. You had Valverde come out and try to cover up the fact that he hit his head on something. What? What are we talking about?
Yeah, if I was head coach, none of my players are like me. If that was my situation, I'm sitting every single one of them. But you guys are a bunch of PUSs wise. Be a man and start playing like that on the field instead of taking it out on each other.
See, the problem is, if you was a head coach, you do the right thing, but you would get fired. Right?
That's okay.
But the problem is, next year, whoever comes in, it's gotten so bad to the point where they're gonna have to gut some of this team.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to, dude. I can list you 4 different problems that they have right now. Valverde and Tchouaméni fought in practice twice. I don't know what happened. To fight someone twice, physical altercation, send him to the flipping hospital. I don't know what the hell is going on in that situation. Rudiger slapped Carreras for some reason in practice. Mbappe disrespects the whole entire staff. Every single player disrespects Arbeloa, and literally in practice says he doesn't know what he's talking about. And another problem, the captain of the supposed captain of the club, right, Dani Carvajal, is irritated and upset with the situation because he doesn't like the fact that Trent Alexander-Arnold is starting over him. So those are 5 issues. How are you fixing them? How do you fix them?
Ready?
Go on.
Bye. All right, 5 problems done. And also, actually, another one. Ready? You ready for my bye-bye? Bye-bye, Vinny Jr.
Yeah.
Beautiful. 6 problems. And I'll be like, okay, all this money, we're going to sign by Sergio Ramos. We're going to sign Marcelo, 40-year-old Marcelo. We're going to bring back the old men.
I wonder what players they can bring in. That's the problem, because Real Madrid has pull. You know what I mean? Real Madrid has pull. like regardless of the situation. And if they gut the team, someone's gonna be like, I'll go play for Real Madrid. Some star will say that. So it's like the question is who? Because for me, I don't know. It's like you would choose. I'm clear. I'm seeing it's clear that you want to choose Vinny over Mbappe because that's the big talk right now. Vinny or Mbappe. Vinny or Mbappe. Right. I think Mbappe is the better player for sure, but I'm worried that we just have a PSG situation all over again. And if you give Mbappe the keys, can they actually compete?
That's a problem. You don't give a player keys. That's the whole issue. You don't give a player keys.
I mean, you do to it. I mean, like Lamine Yamal has the keys. It's just that we just have so many. We have other players in the squad that are just also just as good. You know what I mean? Like I would say, huh?
It keeps them in check.
Yeah. I just think that's him. Like I don't think that's. I think Vinny Jr. Kylian. I think Kylian Mbappe, like the dictator memes, but like it's true. His ego is massive. I think everything does need to run through him. Why is it? I can't help ignore like PSG are about to go back to back in Champions Leagues after Mbappe left, but PSG had a freaking super team when he was there, and they couldn't get it done. Had Neymar for years, had Mbappe for years, and then got Messi, and then everything, and they couldn't get it done. How?
Yeah, my only issue with that is like the only problem with like giving a player all that power is that they only give you attitude because you allow it, and like if you don't catch it earlier on, it's like.
See,
it's like you're screwed.
I disagree though, because Luis Enrique was at PSG when Mbappe was there, and you've seen that clip when he was telling Mbappe, "You have to run."
Yeah, and that's why he's not there no more, and that's why he's going to win back-to-back Champions Leagues, and Mbappe nothing.
So that's my point though. If you're saying you have to check the player and not give them the power, you've seen that happen, and he didn't do it, and they got rid of him. So at that point, with that logic, why would you do it again? He's already proven that he's not going to change.
No, you get better. That's what I'm saying. The history will repeat itself, and then PSG will just be better, like they are.
So then, if history repeats itself, that means wouldn't you want to choose Vinny over Mbappe?
Dude, I want to get rid of both of them. They're both divas. If I'm being dead serious, I'm getting rid of both of them. They're both freaking divas that don't know how to be respectful at the end of the day.
I don't know who you choose, if I'm being so honest with you, because like. I would choose Mbappe. I mean, I would keep Mbappe. He's just too good. Like the thing is, I would sell Vinny. Oh my god, I don't know. I would sell Rudiger this year for sure. Rudiger has to go. Alaba has to go. Honestly, if I ran a club, tell me if you agree with this or not. If I ran a club, after what happened in practice, I'd sell Tchouaméni. The fact that Tchouaméni even started is insane.
Yeah.
It's so insane.
No, I agree.
To have 2 altercations in practice and start, what? They run the club. Mm-hmm. He runs the club. Camavinga's also getting sold. Like, there's so many other people that get sold, but the thing is, who do you buy? Like, who wants to come to Madrid? Who wants to come play for Madrid?
Not me.
A lot of people want to, but like a lot of people would, I believe it. But at the same time, still, how are you going to convince them? Because all the star players are at like the peak of their powers right now.
That's the
Who's going to be the one to do it? Like, you're not getting. I don't know if Kavita Kvaratskhelia would leave. That'd be crazy.
Why would you?
Your PSG is perfect over there. Like, there's no. What do I got to prove? I'm not gonna. What, I win La Liga? Like, I don't care. What?
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's a weird situation right now. But speaking of PSG, they won the league today. Shocking? No.
How many is that now? They had to restart their winning.
I saw a thing saying that Vitinha, João Neves, and they had Ruiz in there, I think too. They said that's like the next like trio of that's gonna win like maybe like Iniesta and all this bunch with Luka Modric and Casemiro. Yeah, it's interesting.
Hey man, I take that, right? And I love it because you know what it is, yeah? Vitinha, João Neves, great players. I cannot wait for the years to come that we have Vitinha, João Neves, and Fabio Ruiz versus Pedri, Gavi, and Frenkie de Jong.
You think Gavi? You think Gavi can be in that conversation?
I think yes. I think a lot of people forgot how good Gavi actually was. And the last couple of games I've been seeing, brother, Gavi came back. Frankie got hurt, and now Frankie's struggling to get back into the squad. Frankie De Jong is struggling to get into the squad over Gavi.
Well, my only issue with Gavi is his injuries, and I don't know if he can sustain a healthy career like that with all the injuries he's had at this age.
I agree with you for sure. I just love the idea of Pedri Gavi, a midfield of Pedri Gavi and Frankie De Jong right now. And also like Fedmin is still amazing. If you want, like we have so many options. Also, Dani Olmo's there, but like the midfield option, dude, Frankie, dude, Frankie versus that. Imagine as a footy fan, Vitinha, João Neves, and Fabio Nunes versus Frankie De Jong, Pedri, and Gavi, or Frankie De Jong, Pedri, and Dani Olmo. Yo,
yeah,
that's a fight because those are two midfields that not only are technically insane, but also they work. Like João Neves is a workhorse. And like João Neves versus Gavi, oh my gosh, bro. That'd be so great. I pick João Neves right now, but that would be a fight. Oh my god, I'd love it.
It's so fun to watch those guys play.
Yeah.
So fun. But that's all I got right now in the sports world for soccer. That's it. That's all I got for today. Right now, to give you an update, the Cleveland Cavs are beating Detroit Pistons 79-78. So
I'm on time right now over here.
What do you got?
I got 79. Well, now it's 81-78 with a minute 17 left in the third.
There you go.
There we go, man. Look at that. D&E Takeover coming to you live and direct with Gamecasts that are actually not lagged.
Yeah, we have 1 minute left in the third.
Oh, Duran! Spin off Evan Mobley.
About time. Jeez.
Oh my gosh. Welcome to the game, buddy. Dang.
Yeah, wake up.
Evan Mobley for 3. Cash. Oh my goodness. All right, let me stop now.
Well, we got 50 seconds. We got to commentate the rest of it.
Caris LeVert up the screen, hands it off. Here's Cade now. Dennis Schroeder guarding him. Pull up midi. Missed. Oh my god. Rebound. Here we go. Dennis Schroeder coming back up to the court. 31 seconds left. Driving to the hoop. Lay it up. Just missed a good defense. Good rebound by Cleveland. Corner 3. Donovan Mitchell misses it again. Another rebound. Is that Max Strus? Hold on. Goodness gracious. Great effort from Max Strus there. Donovan Mitchell. Trying to drive. Let's start with some great defense. 12 seconds. 11 seconds. Evan Mobley for 3. Oh, 7 seconds left. Cade coming down the ball. Coming down the court with the ball. Screen. Around the screen. Kick out. For 3. He missed. Oh, my goodness. Dude, if Cleveland wins this game, Detroit's going home.
Yeah. And honestly, if I'm a Knicks fan, I'm looking at that. I'm like, okay, Cavs.
See, the thing is, also, I think front court Cavs match up really well with the Knicks, but back court it's a problem. Back court is serious.
My only issue is Jared Allen's ability to guard the perimeter because he's going to be guarding Cat. And I don't know how good Jared Allen is on the perimeter defense.
But Jalen Brunson will toast James Harden, or there was no way James Harden or Donovan Mitchell was guarding Jalen Brunson. There's just no way.
Shouldn't be.
There's just no way. Jalen Brunson will toast all of them. He is that good. But
Jay, we got a PT question. Hey David, need your expertise. Any stretching exercises for a hip with diabetic arthritis? It flares up after a walk or run. Where specifically does it hurt? Does it hurt like on the side of your hip, in the front? Does it hurt in the back, like right by your butt? Does it hurt in the front, like right by your hip flexor? Does it hurt by your butt cheek, or does it hurt more on the side? This is crucial information.
I love that for you, David. But let's get into the last topic of the day. We got 5 minutes before we get to 2 hours. I got work in the morning, so I want to try to get some sleep.
Oh, he said side. What's the last topic?
The last topic is, ladies and gentlemen, this previous weekend, we crowned a new champion in the UFC.
Oh yes, I forgot about this.
That champion being Sean freaking Strickland.
Let's
Pulls
go.
off what I would describe as the upset against undefeated, now defeated Khamzat Chimaev, man. By split decision. What a fight. David, what are your thoughts on this, man?
Dude, that was fun. That was so fun to watch. I went to bed at 1:30 in the morning, but when I say it was worth it, I say it was worth it. Like, we looked at a situation where, first off, the Joshua Van and Tiara fight, the co-main event, dogs. Tiara, the freaking Japanese dude, dog. He was getting punched in the face, and
I saw highlights of that too.
Kept on taking it. And honestly, Joshua Van's so good in his boxing. Got to give him his props. But also the Sean Strickland fight versus Khamzat Chimaev. I think it was like, it was well deserved for Sean Strickland. He fought his fight, and it got to a point where Sean had control. He was on top for 3 minutes, and that was so shocking to see, because we always thought that Sean couldn't really have the capability of being there, especially with the grappler, a great grappler like Khamzat. But he did that, and yeah, I wouldn't. I going into that at the end of that fight, when me and my family, we watched it, and we all said the same thing, that Sean won that. It was 3-2 Sean.
So you think Sean, well, I think the biggest one, was it round 3, right?
Round 3 is when
round
2 is when Sean got on top and got control.
Which round though? There was one round where you couldn't tell who really won the round, I believe.
That was round 4.
Okay. All right. Well, either way, so you had Sean winning the fight?
Yeah. In my order, I had Chimaev round 1, because he took him to the ground. Round 2, I had Sean. Round 3, I had Sean. Round 3, I'm sorry. I don't remember. It's been so long.
No, I think round 3 was
I had Chimaev. I don't know. I don't remember. But I know round 5, I had Chimaev. Sorry, I freaking Sean to close it out. So that's why I had the 3-2 with Sean.
It was close. It was very, very, very close. I thought they were going to give it to Chimaev, to be honest with you, because the amount of time, it's just, I'm not mad that Sean won it though, because Chimaev was in control on the ground for most of the majority of the fight when it was on the ground. But the thing is, he didn't do anything with it. The only time he did something with it was the first round. The first round was like the scariest version of it. And then as the fight went on, Sean was just like, you're not, like, you couldn't do anything to him.
Mm-hmm.
Get him there, but there was nothing done. But Chimaev was scoring, but then Sean was able to fight back and score some in the stand-up game, obviously. And then obviously that one time he was on top. So
yeah. I think that's really what shocked everybody, was him getting that 3 minutes on top. But also, like, him being able to not get submitted by Chimaev. That first round showed you all the gas tank that Chimaev had. Because after that, in the second round, because there was a point where he just laid on the ground, Chimaev, and waited for Sean. That's why he mounted him and got 3 minutes of control. Like, we never saw that. He just laid there and waited for Sean to go down. It's like, you that tired? That's crazy. But at the end of the day, Sean fought his fight. He survived that first round, which Chimaev was going all out pressure on him, trying to submit him. Because realistically, all of Chimaev's fights end in the first round or two. Realistically, exception for a couple of other fights in the recent times. But at the end of the day, yeah, Sean Strickland won this. Well deserved. No complaints. He fought a way more strategic fight.
he fought to win.
Yeah,
he knew what was going to go on. He knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, I thought they were going to give it to Chimaev because, you know, when you're champion, they tend to be more favorable to champions. But I'm so happy to Sean.
Either way, Sean's got that division now. That's his division.
Yeah,
and because Chimaev said he's like, I don't want to fight here no more.
Two-time.
So, maybe
two-time champ.
We'll see, man. But other than that, let me see this. Sorry. Other than that, man, that's all I got. That's all I got for the day. And we're going perfectly on time, bro. Look at that.
Yeah. Jay said side. Oh, at that point, you can do I call them like on the beach. So basically you're sitting down. If say it's your right leg that bothers you, you're gonna have you're sitting up on the ground, your left leg is straight, your right leg is like, so this is my left leg, your right leg is kind of like knees bent like this. And what you're
over.
going to do is you're going to pull that knee that's up away from your body. So you're going to turn it to the other side. I wish I can show you a little bit more.
It's kind of like this with your arms. It's kind of like this in a sense. Like, you know,
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
I can't even bring my knee up. But
yeah, you have to like stand on your desk.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
At that point, you're just showing a bunch of other stuff that's going.
Yeah. Or you could do to see what the other root of the issue could be. If you have like a belt or something or a towel, a long towel, you can attach it to the end of your foot and then hold on with your handles. You can lay down on the floor or couch or whatever bed, and you can keep that leg that hurts, keep it straight, and pull it off to the side. So you're putting it past your midline. So it's like my leg right here, keep it straight. I'm gonna bring it over. You should be stretching that side of the leg, the hip.
Right.
Yeah, we call them on the beaches. That's the like sitting on the beach. That's what we call
it. Yeah, sitting on the beach. Yeah.
Jay said I had Strickland losing based off of the takedown in the last round. It was a great fight. Yeah, it was a great fight. So it ended that a little too soon, but understand why the ref ended it. That Japanese dude took a beating. Yeah. People are complaining. He was complaining that it ended too soon, but honestly,
everybody does.
Yeah, but he did call it a little premature, but I understand. I understand why you call it.
His face was beat in. The way from the highlights I saw, his face was beat the yo.
Yeah. Jay said, "Okay, I know what you're talking about. I did it for baseball warm-ups. Yeah, exactly. Try that one and report back if that actually helped."
Was Evan Mobley and Cade Cunningham in the same draft class? Am I tweaking?
Not too sure. No, you raise a good question, my friend.
Harden, wow. Cleveland's up by 1, and Harden just got a foul on the 3-point line. And Tobias Harris fouled him. Dude, these guys are playing for their lives. Some of these guys on the court.
Yeah, they're the same draft. K was number 1, Jalen Green number 2, Evan Mobley 3, 2021 draft.
Wow, Jalen Green's not keeping up with the hype, I guess. You know, it's crazy because like a lot of these guys on the court are all they're fighting with their heart because like this is it's a lot of like, for example, Tobias Harris, James Harden, this could be my last chance. I have to give him my everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough.
But yeah, man, that's all I got.
That's all I got too. Ladies and gentlemen, we just want to say thank you to everyone that's tuning in today's episode. And also, we started today's episode with 302 subscribers, and we're up by 2, guys.
What?
304. We appreciate y'all. That's fantastic. Love that. But
D&E Takeover. D&E Takeover.
Yeah, that's good. Overall, guys, thank you for listening to us. For real, we appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are the best. Appreciate Jay as always, and thank you every single one of you guys that's tuned in today's episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, share the show to everyone that you know, and also hit that notification button so you don't miss any more episodes of D&E Takeover. But without further ado, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. We will be back on Monday, and yeah, guys, stay safe. Enjoy the weekend. It's gonna be warm over here, so get outside, get some vitamin D, and yeah, enjoy. We appreciate y'all. Without further ado, it's been your boy David.
And it's been your boy Eric.
And we are out, guys. We appreciate y'all. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. And we'll be back on Monday. Peace.
Peace.